What feels like an orgasm but isn't an orgasm? Waking up thinking you gotta go to work, but then realize you have the day off, and then going back to sleep. Better yet, realizing the night before when you were just getting ready for bed that it's a holiday and you forgot. Debauchery time. I kept snoozing my alarm this morning and my wife drowsily says, "You don't have to work today, so you can just turn it off." It was amazing. When you finally lay down after a long day and all the muscles in your back relax at once. His is amplified x 100,000 if the bedding is freshly changed and you just took a shower. Nothing beats being clean and lying down in a clean bed and having the world just melt away as you relax. When we go on vacation, I made it a point to make the bed with fresh sheets before we leave just so we can get that feeling after the journey home. It's the best feeling. I'd like to suggest a few things to try if you haven't already. The first is to lay on your bed on your back. Then start to bring your knees close to your chest with the help of your hands pulling a bit. Practically need a nippleish edit to add while bending your legs. It isn't ankle to earlobe. Don't force anything. Just pull enough to stretch out the area around your hips, up to and including pulling your hips off the bed when you do it. From there, rock your legs from side to side in the air while your body stays still. This replicates a standing bent over type stretch without hanging all your body weight on it, relieving the extra stress applied. After that, go prone on your stomach while looking straight ahead at the top of the bed, not buried into it so you can't breathe, and let your spine fall with gravity as you breathe. You might notice some pinch-type pain if you don't stretch very often as your spine returns to a more natural curvature. It's very low impact and can help with low mobility issues encountered by many with back problems. Hope it's helpful to you or anyone else. The water in my ear finally coming out. Nice and warm. As so nice when it happens. Just annoying when you have it there the whole day and it disappears overnight. I put a drop of ethyl alcohol that you can get at any pharmacy into the ear with water in it. I leave it in for a few seconds and then tilt my head all the way to the side. That makes it all come out at the same time. It's never failed me. Finally, peeing when you really need to go. If you hold it for long enough, your prostate swells and it hurts and comes out in a dribble. Don't suggest trying this. This doesn't happen to us. You know, there are very few things to be grateful for about being a woman. I'm going to add this to the list. When you're sick with a bad head cold and your nose is completely blocked on both sides and there's so much inflammation it feels hot within. Then, when the combination of meds and anatomical adjustments hit that sweet spot and one nostril spontaneously unblocks as you feel the pressure gradient change and cool air rushes in for the first time in hours. Also, when your ears unclaw, feeling like you have cotton in your ears during a cold is the worst. Drinking water when you're thirsty as fuck. Drinking water when you wake up at 3 a.m. with driest mouth ever. Night water is truly the best. I can taste this comment. Running a poison ivy rash under nearly scalding hot water. It's painful and orgasmic at once, and it stops the itching for a while. Edit. Glad everyone is as into weird burr rash orgasms as much as I am. Thanks for all the stimulating conversation. This is probably the closest to an actual orgasm from any other sensation, and it's not just poison ivy. Many skin conditions give the same rush. I got a fungus which left red itchy spots on my foot, and very gradually increasing the temperature of the water allowed me to endure near scalding temperatures. The sensation is truly amazing and I've never been able to communicate it. That initial worsening of the itch turning on to a satisfying relief like you were scratching it. Then the sensation just keeps getting stronger and stronger. Your muscles start to twitch. Your heart beats faster and it's almost impossible not to moan in pleasure until something like a climax happens, except it's your whole body being blasted by rhythmic waves of pleasure, and it even gives the same exact afterglow as after an orgasm. There must be some of the same chemicals involved in both sensations. They are so similar. I can totally see some weirdo developing an addiction to poison ivy burns. Taking your bra off after having it in all day. The male equivalent is taking off socks after having them on all day, especially if it's hot out and you've been sweating in them all day. Wait, women don't wear socks. I'd say the equivalent is taking off your pants and letting your dick swing freely. Farting when you have a stomach ache and it goes away. I love those ones where you're in pain from having backed up gas, and you finally let out that fart that goes on so long it's like your ass has to take a breath in the middle of letting it all out, and you feel that complete relief and you're like, thank fucking God.